Your Healthy Home is sponsored by Magnolia Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, serving the DMV for 75 years. Can do, will do. Well done, guaranteed.
Well, today we are talking about your healthy home with Magnolia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Listen, the company is celebrating an amazing milestone in 2025, 75 years of serving homeowners and business owners in the Washington, D.C. metro area with their plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. And here to share more are the company's co-vice presidents, Dominic and Chris Magnolia. Welcome to Good Morning Washington. I feel like I'm in the presence of Magnolia royalty.
Thanks, Roxanne.
Absolutely. So let's just get started. Why don't you talk to me about Magnolia's journey?
Started in 1950. Our grandfather started the business. He only had a 6th grade education, and he was a Navy CB. And after he got out, he went to work for a small plumbing company in D.C. and started his own plumbing business. Became a master plumber, gas fitter, and then our father, his brother, came into the business as a 2nd generation master plumber, gas fitters, and then myself, my brother Chris, also, we're masters in the same trades too, as far as master plumbing, heating, air conditioning, gas fitting, and now electrical. And right now we're celebrating our 4th generation of Magnolias.
That's incredible. It really is a family business. I mean,
Yes.
People say that, but you guys really mean it. I mean, what do you think has led to the success of Magnolia over the years?
We've developed a set of core values that we try to push out to everybody in the company. There are some that are more customer facing, some that are more employee facing. There's a couple that stand out to me that I'll tell you about. One is accountability with integrity. And you hear this in some other areas of business today, but we want our employees to be doing the right thing when no one's looking. Not just, especially in today's society, everybody's got to be on social media, they got to be photographing or videoing something. We teach our people, do the right thing whether a camera is on you or not. The second thing, which we really push to our employees, is empowerment. One of our core values really states we want each individual to be responsible for themselves and their upward mobility in our organization, which is us saying, listen, you're not going to get invited to everything. We want to see what you have to offer. Don't be afraid to offer suggestions. We need everybody around us to take a seat at that table and help us run the business.
In 75 years, it couldn't have been easy, right? You must have had some bumps along the way. Dominic, talk to me about some of those pivotal moments and how you guys adapted and navigated to get to where you are today.
In my 30-some years, I'd probably say one of the things that stands out the most has probably been the pandemic. The pandemic taught us a lot about our business. And one of the things that we learned was when things shut down and people went home, Chris and I had to evaluate what we were doing as a business. And what we realized fast was that society told us about essential work. And what we realized fast was that plumbing, heating and air conditioning, electrical trades became essential for us. And I think it changed a lot for the trades when that happened. It taught us a little bit more about the professionalism of what we do. I think all too often there's been a little bit of a negative stigma around the trades and this push towards higher education, but kind of looking past the trades a little bit. And I think COVID and the pandemic taught us that we were an essential resource.
And it shows, because not only are you a pillar in people's homes and making sure that they have, water heaters and that their plumbing is working, but you also contribute to the community. Talk to me about those community efforts.
So some of those community efforts we talk about, we developed was called the Magnolia Family Foundation. My grandfather taught my father and his brothers in that 2nd generation about giving back. It was an important, essential thing to do for your community. Every year we contribute money and we focus on basically what I would say is 3 essential things: the underserved, education, and healthcare, mental health awareness.
I love that. 75 years of this beautiful story, making sure you're giving back to the community. But let's take a second to look ahead to the next 75 years. Chris, what are some of the new things that are coming up with Magnolia?
You look around at a lot of companies today, like an Amazon, and they're constantly innovating and doing new things. So we try to do the same thing at our company. What's going to separate us from the pack tomorrow? 75 years is a long time. It's been family owned and run ever since the inception from my grandfather. I think what you're going to see a little bit of after the next 5-10 years is you're going to see some other people in our organization step up and take larger roles. So I think you're going to see a lot more participation in a leadership fashion from people that maybe don't have the name Magnolia.
Thank you so much for joining me this morning, and congratulations on 75 years. If you want to get in touch with Magnolia, all that information is up on your screen. Give them a call and join in on the family that is here.